Before I start, I want to talk to you directly and sincerely. If you're a content creator, or if you want to start in this whole world, this video is going to save you months of frustration because I went through everything. Lack of ideas, changes in YouTube algorithms, tiredness, comparing myself to other creators, and being about to leave everything more than once. Today, I'm not going to give you a review. Today, I'm going to tell you what no one tells you. What I've learned in almost 6 years creating content on YouTube, and how you can do this in a healthy, sustainable way and without burning your head. Sit back, breathe, and let's get started. If you are a content creator or want to start in this world, this video, as I said, is going to save you many years. There are things that tell you late and others that no one tells you. Let's start step by step in an orderly way so that you understand. First, it is the goal. You have to know why you do it. Do you do it for money or as a hobby? If you do it for money, I tell you that you will most likely leave it in a short time. You have to like the process. Hey, to think about the idea, record it, edit it, improve it, and also learn from that idea. And then this whole journey and this adventure begins, if you want to say it. Then I chose a niche. You don't want to talk about everything. When you talk about everything, you basically don't connect with anyone. Choose a topic that you like, that you can sustain in the long term, and that will help you. Also, obviously from a clear niche, it's going to bring you a clear audience. And when you already have the niche, the most important thing comes, your way of communicating, right? The tone, your humor, your energy, and your way of explaining things, what you want to communicate. That part is not really bought, copied, stolen. Basically, it's built by recording a lot and trying even more. Let's talk about the quality of the content as well. This is obviously quite important. You don't need to have a great team. With a decent mobile, soft light, a tidy atmosphere, and good sound, you can get it. And sound is key, and it's very important for me. If the audio is bad, people aren't going to stick around to watch your video. But if the video is of medium quality but the sound is good, people are going to stay. Also, don't get obsessed with the camera. Obsess more than anything, as I said, with the audio and with the way you have to communicate what you want to communicate. Number of videos. I learned this, I think, a little late. For years, I wanted to go up as much as possible, right? 3, 4, 5 videos a week. But I understood something very important. Quantity is not quality. A well thought out, well edited, and well communicated video is worth much more, obviously, than 5 videos made out of obligation and in a hurry. 1 or 2 videos, well made or good, per week I think is enough. Also another key thing, record thinking about social networks. In a long video, for example, you can create clips for TikTok, Instagram, X, or obviously for shorts on YouTube. That's why the structure of the video has to be separated into blocks. In this way, it will allow you to extract those blocks in a faster and simpler way to be able to upload them on social networks much easier. And today, rapid growth comes from there. Your networks are your radar and YouTube is your home. YouTube's rule of thumb is that only a few, and obviously I don't include myself, grow up in. You have to bank videos with few views, few comments, days without ideas, and still continue. There is no other way. Because while you continue to insist and fight, the majority gives up. You also have to know that. Another important thing, testing formats within the same niche is also key. For example, mine. I do reviews, tutorials, opinions, comparisons between products, even personal stories like this one, and you never really know what's going to connect best with your audience. That's why you have to try different things sometimes. Today, you have to be on several platforms. Being alone on YouTube is not really enough anymore. TikTok, Instagram, etc. are gateways. The more you have, you're going to reach more people. Also, with respect to social networks, you have to adapt a little to the current pace of videos or information on the internet. The first seconds anything is worth it. It's very important. People decide very quickly now whether to stay or leave a video. Don't start slow. Don't go around for long. Go straight to the point, to the information, and then, yes, develop, obviously. Another important thing, don't spend too much money on components for recording. Don't buy expensive cameras, premium microphones, or professional lights, at least at first. Use what you have. I recommend that you invest only when you are clear that you like this world and that you are going to continue for a long time. And stay with this. Do what you like. Because when you enjoy, for example, recording, creating, editing, and communicating, it shows. And when you don't enjoy it, it is even more noticeable. Now, let's talk about something that many feel, and I think they have already noticed. Does YouTube perform less? And the truth is that if I say no, I'm lying to you. Yes. The truth is that YouTube performs 50% less, for example, in my case. And why does this happen? Because 1, there is much more competition. The quality of content went up a lot, and to highlight, you have to bring real value from the start to your content. This is because networks change the game. That's right, TikTok and Instagram give information on the spot. And today, you don't need to watch a 10-minute video to learn something. Everything is much faster, more direct, and full of stimuli. If you watch videos on TikTok and YouTube, there are many videos that have fast cuts, a lot of texts on the screen, constant, abrupt movements, and this speed made traditional editing. It feels sluggish for many people. But that doesn't mean YouTube is dead. Obviously not. It means that you have to adapt like everything else in life. Deep or traditional content still works. Because these are the reviews. They work. The comparisons continue to work. Obviously, the real stories continue to work. What changes is how you present them, how you engage, and how you hold. And to close, I tell you this, if you like to create, keep going. Try, make mistakes, improve, and try again. Don't compare yourself to others. I recommend that you compare yourself with yourself. There you are going to learn a lot more. This is a very long road. You have to have a lot of patience, and it is very demanding. You can have very difficult days, but it is also one of the most beautiful you can choose because you have contact with thousands of other people. And if you are consistent and adapt, the results come. If you got to this point in the video, I really appreciate it. Creating content isn't easy, but it's not impossible either. It requires patience, time, and above all, understanding that you are not alone. If the information I have given in this video helped you, I'm going to ask you to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share. In addition to your family and friends, people who love. Without further ado, thank you very much for being there, and remember, do what you like, that things come in the end.